everybody. So this is going to be part one in a series of videos of my British comedy DVD collection. So because I have a lot of British comedy on DVD, it's way too much to show in one video. It would make the video too long. So yeah, this is the first shelf full. So the first one I've got here, this is Spaced. This is the complete series. Great show, you know, you've got Simon Pegg, Nick Frost, you know, great show. This was before they did the Cornetto trilogy. Such an underrated show. It's a pity it only lasted for 2 series, but yeah, fantastic show. I've got the complete Fawlty Towers. Great show. Everybody loves Fawlty Towers, don't they? So yeah, both series in there. And this is the St. Trinian's collection. So of course it's a series of, if you don't know the St. Trinian's film, they're basically a series of British comedy films back in the 50s and 60s. So yeah, it's all 4 of them. You've got The Bells of St. Trinian's, The Pure Hell at St. Trinian's, Blue Murder at St. Trinian's, and The Great St. Trinian's Train Robbery. So these are the original ones. They did remake them a few years ago. They did a remake, which apparently wasn't very good. I've not seen it, but I think David Tennant was in one of the newer ones. But yeah, I think my favourite is the Train Robbery. That one's got Frankie Howerd in it, and Sid James appears in a couple as well. I think he's in Bells of St. Trinian's, and he's also in Blue Murder of St. Trinian's, but only in a cameo. Yeah, they're not as good as the Carry On films, but they're still they're good. They're fun to watch. But Absolutely Fabulous complete series. So yeah, really good show. And I have the movie as well, which I really loved. I saw this at the cinema when it came out. Absolutely loved it. And got the complete collection of One Foot in the Grave. You know, fantastic shows. All 6 series, including the Christmas specials. Yeah, fantastic set, that. And of course, one of my favourite shows of all time, Bottom. So I've got series 1 of Bottom. You know, just love Rick Mayall and Ade Edmondson. I still miss Rick Mayall so much. You know, he was gone way too soon. And series 2, and then series 3. And I've got and this is the Big Bottom box. This is all of the live shows. So you got, and it also includes Guest House Paradiso, which is the movie of Bottom. And yeah, you've got all the live shows. You've got Bottom Live, which is the stage show, the Big Number 2 tour, Hooligans Island, the Best of Bottom, which is basically just a compilation of their live stuff. And you got the Ars Oddity and Weapons Grave Y-Fronts tour. So that's all their live shows and their movie. But yeah, love Bottom. And this is the Tony Hancock collection. You know, I really like Tony Hancock. It's all 37 surviving episodes of Hancock's Half Hour and Hancock, which was the last series of Hancock's Half Hour, but it was just called Hancock because Sid James had left the show before the final series, so they did the last series with just Tony Hancock without Sid James. But yeah, it's a fantastic set. I recommend that if you're a Tony Hancock fan. And got the Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin, the complete collection, really good show. You know, Leonard Rossiter, and it also has the Legacy of Reginald Perrin, which was like a sequel series made in the 90s. So yeah, it was made like years after Leonard Rossiter died. So the character of Reginald Perrin had already died before the events of that series, but his family appear in the show though. It's not as good as the original series, but it's okay. But yeah. And got the complete series of Sorry. So this, of course, was a sitcom that Ronnie Corbett did in the 80s. And of course, he plays the character of Timothy. I mean, it's got a famous catchphrase, language Timothy, like, which is said by Timothy's father. Like, even if he says something that sounds crude, then his father will say, "Language, Timothy," even if he says something that's not rude. But yeah, love Sorry. It's all 7 series. It's just a great show. And this is Best of Ronnie Barker. So just like just an overview of his career. I love Ronnie Barker. And another one here. This one's the Best of Dave Allen. Really like Dave Allen. There's some really funny sketches on there. And we've got Confessions from a Holiday Camp. So this is one of the Confessions films, basically a series of basically sex comedies from the 70s, and Robin Asquith is the star of this series. So yeah, they're basically like the Carry On films, but they're a lot naughtier. You know, they're not as great, but they're still good. This is the only one I have, though. There's a few others. And this is the complete collection of Up Pompeii, the complete series, of course, Frankie Howard. So it's two series of Up Pompeii, and it also includes the sequel series, Further Up Pompeii, and it also has the original pilot. And this is a Frankie Howard double feature. So this has the Up Pompeii film and the spin-off Up the Chastity Belt. There was a third film as well called Up the Front. Yeah, so in Up the Chastity Belt, Frankie Howard basically plays a character who's a descendant from his character from Up Pompeii. Yeah, I don't have Up the Front though, which is the third film, but I hope to get that real soon. And next I have this is the complete Steptoe and Son box set. So this is the complete series. So yeah, it's all 8 series, including the Christmas specials. Love Steptoe and Son. Just such a fantastic duo. Just love them. And I have the Steptoe and Son films as well. So it has the movie and the sequel, Steptoe and Son Ride Again. You know, both fantastic films. And I have the complete collection of On the Buses. Fantastic show. So that's all 7 series in there. And I also have the On the Buses films collection as well. So this is all 3 movies. So we've got On the Buses, Mutiny on the Buses, and Holiday on the Buses, which Mutiny on the Buses should actually come before Holiday on the Buses, but for some reason on this one they've muddled them round. But yeah, fantastic film. All 3 of them are great. I'd say they're just as good as the TV series. And then I've got here, this is the Ultimate Ronnie Barker collection. So this is basically all the shows that he's done. So it's got 7 of 1, which is that anthology series that he did in 1973. So, and that's basically how Porridge and Open All Hours happened. You know, that's where the pilot of Open All Hours and the Porridge pilot originated. But all the other episodes of that show are good as well. But unfortunately, they never got a series of their own. And you've also got the complete series of Porridge on here, and Going Straight, which was the spin-off from Porridge, Open All Hours, and also Magnificent Evans, which was a sitcom he did in the 80s, which only lasted for 1 series. He plays a Welsh photographer. I only watched it once. It was good, but I don't really find it that memorable. And then the last show he did was Clarence, which was another series he did in the 80s. It was the last show that he did before his retirement. And yeah, he plays that short-sighted removal guy, and yeah, it's really funny. So yeah, it's a really awesome set. And I also have the Porridge movie, which is fantastic. I love the movie. It's a great film. And this is the new series of Porridge, the sequel series that they did a few years ago with Kevin Bishop as Fletcher's grandson. Of course, Fletcher was Ronnie Barker's character, and he's the grandson of the original character. Same writers, so yeah, it's not that bad. It's pretty decent, but Kevin Bishop he's no Ronnie Barker. And going to show a couple more before I end part 1. This is still Open All Hours, so the sequel series to Open All Hours with, doesn't feature Ronnie Barker because he sadly passed away before this point, but it still has David Jason reprising his role as Granville, but of course much older now. And I really like this. It's not as good as the original series, but I think it was still really good. I think it worked. And then I also have series 2. I think there's a few more, but yeah, I've only got the first 2 series. I might get the other ones eventually. So that's the end of part 1 of my British comedy DVD collection, and I'll be back with part 2 real soon.